to a winning start. What did you make of the game?
I think first and foremost, the result was all that counted for me. As you well know, we've coming off the back of an excellent pre-season. I scored lots and lots of goals, and I wanted to continue that momentum. So the result and the win is fantastic for us. You know, in really, really difficult conditions today. You know, I'm red hot just standing on the sideline watching it. You know, and I feel for those players that were out there today. There's still a lot of room for improvement. You know, again, how many times I've said over pre-season I should be standing here saying it should have been a comfortable 4 or 5-0 win. But we got over the line in the end, and I thought there were some really, really good performances out there. I thought some of the players could probably have played a little bit better. But it was a collective performance, and you know, as I said to the lads from day one, you're not going to win any football match or any title or anything without having good team spirit, without having a good squad and having a togetherness, and you've seen that today, you know, the impact that the subs had as well. So overall, very, very pleased.
I guess one of the key areas to improve will be that being a bit more clinical in front of goal, but the fact that you're creating those chances must be a really positive thing.
Yeah, I'd be more worried if I was standing and we hadn't created an opportunity. You know, when I think of Stalybridge today, they didn't carve out one clear opportunity, so that's really good from our point of view in terms of the concentration levels, the defending. You know, I thought the lads at the back were excellent by marshalling their attack. I thought Martin Smith in the midfield was excellent today. So there were some really, really good performances. Young Zhao coming on as well. You know, we've got a real talent on our hands there with him. So, you know, we're creating opportunities, and, you know, I don't mind players missing opportunities as long as they don't go hiding afterwards. They keep getting in the same places, we keep doing the right things, and, you know, then it's down to you as an individual about trying to be a bit more clinical. And, you know, it's pleasing that we're making them opportunities, but, you know, you can see in my reaction sometimes, you know, because being a striker, I'd love to be in those positions. But we've got competition, you know, which is fantastic from my point of view.
For yourself and the coach and stuff, I guess that first goal is the ideal sort of goal to score straight off the training ground.
Yeah, we've worked on it. Yeah, I think you've seen it over pre-season. You know, I'm not sure would it take a slight deflection, but the timings were very, very good. When you do something like that, it's all about the timings and getting those right, and it, you know, it come off a treat today. So absolutely delighted. You know, Lids scored one straight off the training ground in pre-season. So, you know, we've got to constantly come up, because set plays in this league, in any league in the world, is massive. It can win your football matches. You know, we lost the 2 set plays against Barrow here, so it shows you how important they are. So we're forever working on them. You know, we know we could play a lot better than we did today, and we have done over pre-season, but now I said to them beforehand that the rehearsal's over. These players are coming here to take points off you, they're coming to take money out of your pocket, however you want to look at it, take the food off your table for your family. You know, don't let that happen. Let's make this place a fortress, and, you know, we're off to a fantastic start in what is going to be a long, long, tough season.
You mentioned João Gomez earlier, obviously a very young player, really took his opportunity in pre-season. Is he one of those who really forced his way into your plans?
100%, you know, if I'm honest, and I've told João this, I'd probably, you know, over the summer I thought we'd be sending João out on loan pretty quick. You know, he's come back from a you know, a long injury. You know, it's taken him a while to get back to the levels he is now, but I have to say from day one he's reported back. He's up there in the running, his attitude is fantastic. You know, he's a really good kid. And he wants to learn, and he takes on board everything you're telling him. And, you know, from the first week I was like, he's not going nowhere. You know, he's forced his way into my reckoning, and, you know, I had no issue putting him on today at a time when we needed a second goal, and I made the switch. I put Josh on the left and brought João over to the right, and it's paid off. He's scored a good goal, and he just looks a really, really good player.
And word in the fans today, seems to be a lot of positivity around at the minute. You're trying to really harness that, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. You know, at the end of the day, we're not going to please everyone. I'm sure there's people going, "Oh, we didn't play that well today," but it's tough. You know, it's the real thing now. You know, they're going to be, every team's going to scrap for points here. We're not going to play every team off the park. We will dominate a lot of possession, of course we will, but it ain't going to be pretty every week, and that's, you know, we have to get used to that. And I think the supporters probably recognise that. But one thing I will guarantee, we will not ever give up, and I think you've seen that today in the levels of our work rate. It'd be interesting now to see the GPS units, you know, how far the lads have covered on what is, you know, extremely difficult day in terms of the conditions. So overall, could have done a little bit better, but really, really satisfied.
How big a test are you expecting on Tuesday, the first sort of midweek away game of the season?
Yeah, well, you know, I kind of hark back to last season. That probably what cost us the championship. Those 4 away games on the bounce, you know, during the week. So we didn't cope very well. So, you know, between me, Wes, and Lee, we'll get our heads together now. I'll monitor the lads' GPS over the weekend, and you know, I'll pick a team Tuesday that I think can go and get a win at Ashton. So I gather they've won today, so they've got off to a good start, so they'll be full of confidence. But as I've always said to you, it's not about them, it's about what we do. And I believe, you know, with the quality we've got, if we do it right, we're a match for anyone. But yeah, looking forward to it. It'll be a tough test for us, you know, because we're going to play on a different pitch. We're going to go from Wembley to a bobbly pitch, so we might have to mix it up a little bit and play a little bit different.
Just finally, a fair few players on the treatment table. Obviously, you lost Tom Broadbent yesterday. That was another blow to you. I guess it's positive that you've got all these players still to come back as well, though.
Yeah, and I think Tom was just a precautionary one, really. You know, I've you know, kind of made a decision for him, leave it. The same with well, Lewis is ready to go pretty much. He wanted to pushing himself to try and be involved today, but again, you know, we've got a good squad where, you know, maybe just another week, you know, then there's going to be no setbacks. You try and push these players a little bit early with muscle injuries, you're losing for 6 weeks, so it'd be crazy of us to do that. So yeah, you know, hopefully Tom won't be out very long. Lewis is, you know, up to scratch, he's ready to go. So yeah, you know, it's going to happen, and that's why we've got, you know, a big squad, and we needed it, and it showed today.